there, it is Leigh Langton here from the Applicious Teacher, and today I'm going to show you how to download the school forms and checklist pack, as well as how to use the print and go option, the editable PowerPoint options, and the digital options. So this is a great how-to video just to show you how to use this file and all its components, because it is large. There's lots of things in there. Okay, so first you need to download the file, and you'll do that by going to My Purchases, and then from there you'll find this file, Back to School Forms and Checklists, and then you'll click Download. Once you download it, you'll see it comes down in the bottom as a zipped file. That means you need to unzip it or extract it. That's because this is a bundle of many files together. So to do that, you'll just click the file. If you have a PC, you'll click the file and then click Extract All. If you're working on a Mac extracts them for you. You just need to remember where those files went. Okay, so I'm going to place this in a very specific area. So I'm going to go, I use Dropbox as a file organization system. I made a back to school file, and in there I'm going to make a new file. That way I know everything I need for my school stuff is in here. Okay, I'm going to select it, and I'm going to extract that file to that new folder I made. Okay, so here we can see is the new folder. It's in Back to School, School Forms and Checklists. Okay, once I open up that file, I'm going to see 4 separate files. Now, I know that seems like overwhelming, but it's not, and it's to help you understand this file better. So first we have the teacher file. The teacher file will explain to you, let's minimize this down. Oh. All right, the teacher file just explains to you how to use the forms, how they're organized. If you want to use the editable PowerPoints and would like to use a fun font, I suggest a font here that you can click and download for free for educational use on Teachers Pay Teachers. I discussed the digital option for you. So this is just for your reference to kind of better understand. So when you first download this file, start here. From there, we have the School Forms and Checklist Print and Go file. And this is just a PowerPoint file that contains all of the print and go versions of all the forms. And this is perfect if you literally just need to print out a form. You don't need to edit it. You don't need to customize it. You don't need to add anything to it. You just want to use it exactly how it is. This part is linked. So if I want to just print out the class list blank, I can do that. Oops. Or if I want to go to the volunteer sign-up sheet and print that out for my upcoming Meet the Teacher or open house, I can do that. If I want to print out the parent communication log, I can do that. If I only want the reading logs, I can print those out. Okay. So these are perfect if you just need to go through and just print. You can use the selection tool over here and select just pages that you need to print, and then click File and Print, and click Print only those pages. You print out the sign-in sheets that you can have up for the tents for Meet the Teacher and Open House. Yeah. So you'll see there's just lots of stuff in here, and these are all just quick, easy print and go things. Nothing in here is editable. This is just if you like exactly how it is and you just need to print it. And it's perfect if you're in a rush or if you know that's all you need. Okay. So now let's look at the digital files. The digital files, there we go. Here are the digital files, and the digital files are compatible with Google Classroom, Google Forms, and if you would like to download them and use them in your office software, you can. Like if you're using Microsoft Teams, you can. Here's directions on how to use this file specifically. And then here's directions on how to use it if you're using a Microsoft product. Here are links to all of the forms that are available. Some of them are in Google Slides. Some of them are in Google Form, just depending on what type of form or thing it is. So here are the things that you might need for Meet the Teacher. Here are the list of the items, and then here are the links. So this is my virtual Meet the Teacher slide event slides. And this is perfect for if you're having to plan a virtual Meet the Teacher instead of a in-person Meet the Teacher and you're not sure how to structure that. To open this, you're just going to click the link. It'll prompt you to make a copy. You want to make a copy. Make sure that you are logged in to your Google account. So if you have a school Google account, you're going to be want to log out of your personal one and only log into your school one. That way it'll make a copy in your school one. So we're going to click Make a Copy. And then from there, we can see I've made a copy of the digital Meet the Teacher. Okay. From here, I can edit this file, add my information, and when I'm ready, I can click to share this file with my families. I can do that with the link, copy it, I can email it out, I can post it in my online classroom, I can send it via text message. Whatever way you're communicating with your families this year, this is how you can share this PowerPoint. If you would like, you can download this very easily. And you can download it as a PowerPoint. So you would just go to File, Download, and then you can download it as a PowerPoint. Just know that when you do download it as a PowerPoint, you do lose some of the things that are like programs. So like right now, when I put it into present mode, your parents can click and it'll take them to that page and then they can go back. There we go. And go to a different page. Just know that when you download it as a PowerPoint, you may lose some of that. Okay. All right. So now you would do the same for any of these forms. So if you're looking for a form that you want to use digitally, you can. For example, if you would like to include a form in let's minimize this for a second. In our Meet the Teacher section, there is a place where you can add forms. And let's say that we want to add a link to this form for the student information sheet. So I'm going to highlight that student information sheet. I'm going to add a link. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to find my student information sheet. You should have already made a copy, but for my purposes here, we're making a copy. Now you're going to want to send this form, and it's going to give you a link. You're just going to copy this link. And this is the form that you will add right here. Okay, we're going to do the same for parent, volunteer, all of that. And that way, when my parents are going through my virtual Meet the Teacher, all the links of things are there. They just click them, fill them out. It automatically gets sent to me as a Google form and saved in my Google Drive. Okay. Now let's talk about the editable PowerPoints. By the way, many of the forms are editable. So if you wanted to go through the digital forms and edit them, you can. You can change things. If you want to add different things, you can. Just keep that in mind that if you change them, you're changing your original. If you want to go back to the one that I've created for you, you would just go back to the file and make a new copy because that one is the original. If you want to save the one that you've made, just save it as something else, like, you know, your name updated or the year. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about that PowerPoint file. So sometimes we need forms in print version, but we want to make them we want to make them more about, add information or make them work for our class. That's where these editable PowerPoints are going to come in. And I know it seems very overwhelming when you open it and you see all these editable PowerPoints, but I'm telling you, you're going to love that they are individual, because now you can edit the things that all you need to do is just add and then save the year, instead of having to recreate or copy and paste a bunch of things over and over. So for example, for my birthday chart, I can click the birthday chart. And here I can click in. Oh, we want to enable editing. If it blocks, you just enable editing. And here I could go down and I can type in my birthdays for my students. You're going to want to save that once you create. Oops. There we go. Same thing for, I have a Meet the Teacher information sheet. This is great to put out at Meet the Teacher and just lets people know a little bit about you. Up here, you can add your name, your grade level, your school name, information about yourself, insert a picture. Inserting a picture is super easy. Just click insert and then find the picture that you would like. Remember to click enable editing, insert, and then picture, and then you can put it right in here. Just delete out that text if you don't want that. You can add your contact information, some of your favorite things. You can delete some of these if you don't want to add those. And then you can print it out, and you have a sheet that you can share with your parents at Meet the Teacher and your students. So they get to know a little bit more about you. If you want to print it out, you can. Okay. All right. So that is how you can use, where are we? There we go. That is how you can use the different files in school forms and checklists. I hope that was very helpful for you. If you have any questions, you can always comment or post a question here on the TPT store. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. We will see you later.